Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a great day. Time is a-tickin'. Ledger is currently having their limited time offer for Black Friday with $70 of free Bitcoin when you purchase their brand new touchscreen device. They also have 25 to 40% off their Ledger Nanos, which I believe are their most popular devices. They usually sell out quite quick. Even without the Black Friday sale, I think they sell out because they're very, very popular. I myself use them. I love them. I think they are fantastic. Sorry for screaming like that. Also, there's a 10 to 25% off offer on Ledger accessories. While I do not work for Ledger, I am an affiliate. I have an affiliate link in the description below for those of you who are looking for a great deal to be able to secure and keep your cryptocurrency safe. And without any further ado, let's jump right into it. I think, remember I was talking about a couple days ago, I was like, it's really weird. Like prices are like doing spectacularly and like I don't feel the energy. I think I feel it now. I'm not joking either. One of my friends, also side note, I do not drink coffee. That is something that needs to be established. I remember this was a couple years ago. Somebody was like, "You're always really hyped in the morning for your videos. Guess what? Can't drink coffee because it makes me too hyped." Isn't that crazy? So I always have to have either white tea or red tea. Red tea, I believe, having the least or no actual caffeine inside of it. But yeah. So if you've been paying attention to all of this, the cryptocurrency market is in a phantasmagorically good spot right now. Altcoins are doing well and have been doing well over the course of the last couple of weeks. Estimations are currently talking about for those of you who missed it, a $120,000, $30,000, $150,000 plus Bitcoin by the end of December. The amount of news that we've been getting about countries who are buying up Bitcoin is off the literal charts. We've been hearing a lot more rumors and apparently not rumors, like thingers. Like what's the opposite of rumors? Truth. From news about the US and Cynthia Loomis starting a Bitcoin reserve. Other countries are currently trying to front run the US of A, who's trying to, as far as we know, accumulate 1 million Bitcoin over the course of the next 5 years. I don't know how they're going to do it because everyone's buying up all the Bitcoin before we even get to January. Bitcoin has attracted attention with double-digit increases over the past month. Renowned analyst called Rekt Capital, why not, has noted that Bitcoin has entered into its parabolic phase. He mentioned that we are apparently only on the 16th day. That's a very exact number. 16th day of the process, which could continue for a while. Apparently, as we heard before, what we needed to pass by was 80,000 and 82, and apparently 87 was the solidification of us being in the bull run, that kind of thing. Historical data based analyses provide significant insights for cryptocurrency traders. Rekt Capital has emphasized that Bitcoin experiences a parabolic phase lasting approximately 300 days in every cycle. I need to make sure that I say people think that cycles are over. We do not know if this cycle will be the same. We have never we've never been in a situation where 9 companies purchased almost 1.2 million Bitcoin in 10 months. That has never happened before, in case you didn't know. We've never been in a situation before where it looks like the US of A is going to have a Bitcoin reserve. These things are actually unprecedented. You're not I'm sure you're getting it, but a lot of you who aren't getting it, we don't know what the next step is. We normally can tell during a bull run that Bitcoin's going to do a 2, 3, maybe 4x somewhere around there in price. We are in uncharted territory. We do not know what is about to happen because there's barely any Bitcoin left. The US is about to start buying even more. The US already has 200,000 Bitcoin. So this parabolic phase is either going to last for the normal 300 days or is basically never going to end. It's not a joke. It's not an over-exaggeration in any given way. So, yeah. A lot of people have been saying, for those of you who missed it, usually once we get to like the October, November, December kind of area in the year of the halving, it typically, historically, lasts until around next winter. Like the beginning of winter is usually when we start to see a lot of the, craziness in the cryptocurrency market. So this was obviously very popular news based off of everything that we've been seeing. And yeah, let's move on. In water is wet news, or sand is sandy. I don't know what to even say there anymore. I feel like I keep thinking that it's just like gonna take a little bit longer, but it doesn't. And then it ends up happening really fast, and I'm like, you knew better. Like, you knew gosh darn well what was about to happen. Despite already holding the largest corporate Bitcoin reserves on the planet, MicroStrategy is back in the news again, and its appetite for Bitcoin continues unabated. It's getting a bit ridiculous at this point. I think, as I've said, we know that behind the scenes that a number of countries are actively beginning to buy up Bitcoin, trying to front run the US as is the news and has been for some time now. The crazy part is that I think MicroStrategy knows what's about to happen. And therefore they're trying to buy as much Bitcoin as possible. It's like a bit crazy at this point. For those of you who also haven't been seeing the news, MicroStrategy's stock, I think the number is 1. I think in 1 year rose by 999%. I think it's been. I think the number is actually 1 year, and that led to a lot of I'm gonna use the word jealousy, because jealousy was there within the stock market community. People were like, I don't get it. Why is it worth so much? And it's like, you might not have a television or the internet, and you haven't been seeing all the news that we've been getting. Yes, their stock has been doing, I don't know what it is now. I don't follow stocks like that. Been doing extremely well. I heard from a friend who's into stocks that he said he opened it up on one of his apps and it said 999%. And he said he let out a howl. He was like, what is that? What do those numbers even mean? And it's, people believe a portion of it is because of the valuation of the company as Bitcoin continue rising faster in price. On Monday, the Virginia-based Bitcoin-focused firm unveiled plans to raise an additional $1.75 billion through a private offering of 0% convertible senior notes maturing in 2029 once again. According to the press release, the offering targets qualified institutional investors and select non-U.S. buyers, reaffirming the company's commitment to expanding its Bitcoin holdings. We heard recently they were trying to raise $900 million, and then there was another one for $1.1 billion, and then they had another one for $1.5 billion, which I think they recently just went over. So now they're trying to raise another $1.75 billion, which will probably also go over as well. Apparently, some of the news is, if you haven't seen it, we've been getting the names of some of these companies who've actually been buying like their shares in like the convertible notes. And this is why they keep going over, because these companies are like, wait, guaranteed money in 4 years? Cool. Got it. Let's absolutely do it. So they always go over their numbers. So this one will probably also be $2 billion. And I think there was something else where they were also like announcing that I think by the end of the year, they wanted an additional something $1 billion. I don't know what the number was, but we haven't even gotten to 2025 where they announced that they're actively trying to raise $21 billion. We have not gotten to 2025 where these people said we're raising another $21 billion in 2025 and 2026. The $21 billion being significant for 21 million Bitcoin, which they're trying to basically buy all of. So my holiday season wish is, and I mean it's very simple. It's very, very, very simple wish. I would really love if another billion people got into the market who actually need Bitcoin, simply because if Bitcoin is going and actually to 1 million, 3.4 million, 7 million US dollars, I would love if everyday normal people around the world, and I mean everywhere, little sprinkle here, little sprinkle there, got into this market to front run the United States and these dozen countries who are actively buying up all the Bitcoin. And I mean that once again, as I've stated multiple other times, I mean that sincerely. The market would only do better if we got another billion people into the market who could also benefit. You know how much better the world, think mentally, how much better the world would be if another billion people got like some good money? You know how great that would be like for the actual like world's economy? Anywho, yeah. I mistakenly thought that we had another week or two before we heard something. But no, MicroStrategy was like, hold my crypto, or rather don't, because we won all of it. And now they're going to be buying more. That's the MicroStrategy is in the news every 18 and a half hours. And yeah, let's move on. Also in the news, this makes sense because it keeps popping into the news every single day. For those of you who haven't been paying attention, for some reason, Shiba Inu is back with a venganza. I don't know where it's coming from. Like actually, like I don't know what's going on. It says in a significant shift in the cryptocurrency market, crypto whales have acquired, this number's ridiculous, have acquired 1.67 trillion Shiba Inu tokens from crypto exchanges within the past 24 hours. If you've been missing it, the creator, one of the top people for Shiba Inu, has been in the news recently talking about like all these new amazing, fantastic things that are coming next year. It's been happening multiple times. I've like sprinkled it in the news here, but it's been very, very big. Apparently there's something afoot, something a good, I have no idea, that's coming. There's multiple different projects as far as I can tell from the news and all of its glory that's actually been out there. We've also received a number of fantastic price predictions for Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu is one of the largest, if not the largest and most popular meme coin out there. what's the word? It's not historically. Traditionally, Dogecoin has like the world knowing about it because of Elon Musk going on SNL and all these other things. But Shiba Inu has like a lot more activity like actually happening with it. And this is why I think there's so much like why it's constantly in the news. And I will tell you this actually. There's never any Floki Inu news. There's never any, what are the other ones? Bonk. There's never any Bonk news. And there's like another one. Even like a lot of Solana meme coins. Like I don't see news about them. I see like price things, but there's never like, we have a metaverse. We have smart contracts. We have this many people working on the project. We are working on this. We have partnered with this company. Even for Dogecoin. At the moment, as far as I can tell, a lot of speculation for Dogecoin is revolving around still the idea that next year, if there are calmer crypto regulations that Twitter might be able to actually then integrate Dogecoin onto the platform. That's still left to be seen because regulations still do exist, but I think it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. But that's kind of the biggest news that we keep getting for Dogecoin, that the price is going up, that Elon made, what's that thing? The Department of Energy? Wait, no. The Department of Government Efficiency, that's what it is. That spells out Doge. So that's really kind of it. So the speculation is, of course, there. But yeah, Shiba Inu is also very popular as well. None of the other coins. Like there's never any other meme coin news except for Shiba Inu. So I do applaud them for like making it into the news. I do have gigantic question marks though, because in the history of the crypto space, like certain, like, you know, like the old cartoons, like with the light bulb above the head, that usually flickers for me whenever we hear, like, I don't know, randomly, like, you know, 9 companies purchased 1 million Bitcoin, or there's like a whole bunch of like Litecoin whales buying as we think we're going to be getting Litecoin ETFs. And also, I don't know, 1.67 trillion Shiba Inu. That's a bit like on the nose for me. Like, I mean, like really like hitting my nose, like on the nose kind of thing. So we'll see what happens. People love this coin. I hope it does amazing things. That's the Shiba Inu is back in the news. Oh, also, we haven't had a lot of like Shiba Inu burn news. That's also another thing that they do. Like as transactions happen, whatchamacallit, the coins are burned in the background. We haven't had that in a while. Cool. Fantastic. Hope it works out. Hope it's absolutely incredible. That's the Shiba Inu news. Yeah. Let's move on. Also in popular news, because the word Coinbase and Robinhood are there. Historically, we see as a cryptocurrency space, when the market's doing well, that certain apps tend to fly up on the rankings within the cryptocurrency space. I think we spoke about this like 2 or 3 months ago as like one of the, what's the word? Cues, ideas, things that you kind of see as the market's doing well. Apparently, it says Bitcoin's surge has propelled Coinbase and Robinhood to top app rankings, signaling a major comeback in retail crypto interest and market momentum. Thank the goodness, because retail investors are the people who should be in this market. A recent surge in Bitcoin's value has pushed apps for Coinbase and Robinhood higher in global rankings. Coinbase has soared. Jeez Louise. Coinbase went from number 435 to app number 9. You know how tired I am of people? You know how exhausted I am of retail investors? You want to talk about FOMO? No. All of you should have been in the market already. You know how many downloads you need? That means these people deleted this app and then re-downloaded it when they saw prices got too high for them to afford. And they're gonna have a great time when Bitcoin goes to $1 million and they realize that they've deleted the app once again. Coinbase went from position 435 to number 9. This dramatic rise, understatement, reflects a renewed enthusiasm among retail investors eager to capitalize on the ongoing Bitcoin rally. Hey guys, you want to know a secret? You know how you actually capitalize on the rally? You buy when prices are even lower. What? Yeah, that's crazy, right? Yeah, so like, you know how like we've been having these things like called like I don't know, bear markets, like the price goes down and everyone's like, oh no, woe is us. There's tons of billionaires buying Bitcoin every single day, but I guess we have to stop. They're buying it for no apparent reason. Haha, billionaires, you're left holding the bag. And then you see them continuously fill up their pockets over and over while you walk away from the table. You know how you make money in any market? It's when prices are low. So please, yeah, you do it when prices are low, especially like we know the saddest part is, hear me out here. The saddest part is that we know that Bitcoin cycles thus far are in 4-year loops. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that at least 15% of these people have been in the market before and they knew that Bitcoin was going to go back up. You know how many downloads you need for your app to go from 435 to number 9 in a couple of days? People should be ashamed of themselves. I mean, like actually ashamed of themselves. Robinhood also climbed to number 13. Meanwhile, Cash App currently sits at 30th. I've heard of Cash App. I don't have it. I'm not in the States. Can you also trade crypto? Like I'm asking you because I heard people say before. I had a friend who was trying to send me money. He was like, yeah, Cash App. And I was like, a cash who? I don't know what that is. And I was like, PayPal. He's like, no one uses PayPal. And I was like, the entire rest of the world uses PayPal. Buddy boy, I don't know what to tell you. So I just assumed Cash App was similar to Zelly. Zola, Zili, whatever that other thing is. Zell? I feel like it's Zell. Like, I feel like the E is supposed to be there to like make you feel bougie. Like everyone knows that the E is there, but it's unpronounced. Kind of like in Knife. So yes. The shift indicates growing demand, yada, yada, yada. Historically, Bitcoin price increases often lead to a surge in app downloads. I wonder why. I simply can't imagine why. So yeah, cool. I wish we had this energy all the time. I wish that retail investors like kind of never left the market. What's the reason for leaving the market? That is a real question. When the art market goes down, the art market has been going lower for the last like year and a half. When I tell you I bought like a smidge too much. Maybe I was buying a little bit too much. It's because I know that prices are going to go back up. Real estate prices fell, and my friends, they looked like goblins. When I tell you that I was like, can you guys leave some for me? Oh, no? Okay. They're buying a whole bunch of it. When the cryptocurrency market goes down, when stocks go down, you know who the biggest buyers of stocks were during the 2008, 2009 to 2020 crisis? It was companies. The biggest buyers. It was institutions and people with money. And you hold on to them. You don't relinquish them. It's always retail that's selling. Always. Remember the biggest buyers for the cryptocurrency crash of 2020? It was institutions. It's crazy, right? So, yeah. Fantastic. I would say good luck to thee, but they're Coinbase and Robinhood, and they're worth more money than like probably several planets. Like I know that they're worth more than a number of countries, if you can believe it. Like I know it sounds crazy, but like they're worth more than countries. So I assume they'll be, sitting pretty, as it were. Cool. Fantastic. This was also, I don't want to say popular news, but the word Coinbase and Robinhood. I guess maybe they're keywords in the article, so it was popping up a lot in the news as well. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Alrighty. Let's move on. Also in news. It's something interesting, and I think it'll have an effect on the future. But you'll see. Tether, the world's largest stablecoin, has made a significant leap beyond its traditional role in the digital currency ecosystem. The firm has announced something called Hadron, Hadron, what they call an innovative real-world asset tokenization RWA platform designed to redefine asset management and trading on the blockchain. This is something from years ago that's going to become a thing, like I said. There's demand for it, but retail won't be using this for a very long time. The idea is that you can essentially tokenize everything. And I mean like everything. So let's say, as we've seen before, for those of you who weren't and aren't into NFTs, what's been a really big thing from like museums, like you can Google it. There was some Russian museum, I want to say a Van Gogh, Picasso, I don't know, somebody, where they basically were like, they took a painting, digitized it, if you will, air quotes, on the blockchain. So like it still exists, but the rights to it, they digitized and put it onto the blockchain. You could buy like a fragment of that painting. There's also like some companies who do the exact same thing, where basically as the valuation of it goes up, like you yourself can sell your portion of it as art continues to go up in values, blah, 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 blah. And basically like that's like a way for you to own another form of an asset. So if you can't own a Picasso, but you can buy, $50 a share of it, and every year you see the value of it go up, and then eventually it gets sold, that's another way for you to be in an economy, if you will. The same thing is happening with real estate, not as quick as I thought it was going to, but this is definitely going to be a thing as people find it more and more difficult to actually buy a home. That's coming, for those of you who didn't know. It's also happening with land and many other things, and the idea is that basically you'll be able to digitize everything. A Superman comic, you can buy a portion of it for $1,000. For a diamond, it's, the value of it is on the blockchain. Then should you decide to so and so, all these things will basically be kept in vaults and stuff like that, but it will allow for the fractionalization of everything. I think this is being done, of course, for companies to make more money. I think this is going to be popular in the future because a lot of people will realize that other assets like Bitcoin are kind of gone and they can't afford them anymore, like Bitcoin. So they're going to start to fall into other categories of other things that they want to own as a way of kind of, you understand what I'm saying, right? So you missed the bus on crypto and Bitcoin. It's owned by the richest people on the planet now. So if you want to, own a portion of a home and a portion of some artwork, you can you can do this as a way to also fund your retirement, like that kind of thing. So it's coming. It will be popular for institutions before it actually gets to retail. But when these things are securitized and you can have them through ETFs and mutual funds, like that's when I think normal people will jump into them. With Hadron, Tether aims to allow users to tokenize an unprecedented range of assets. This ambitious project positions Tether to expand well beyond the bounds of Tether. It says it's renowned dollar peg. That's you're taking it a little bit too far. Yeah, it's going to be a really big thing in the future, but right now it's kind of weird whenever Tether does something new and people are like, "What? They can do something else?" And it's like, yeah, Tether mines Bitcoin, they buy Bitcoin. Tether's doing like a lot of really crazy things all the time. But people just assume that all they're doing is sitting in a room like creating Tether. No, Tether's doing a lot of stuff within the space. And if you know that real world physical assets are going to be tokenized on a blockchain, why not on your blockchain? That's how you end up making more money. Yeah, pretty interesting, I guess. A lot of people in the future are going to have assets like this. And a lot of people don't know it, but it's going to be a real thing, especially for real estate. I do hope that you've all enjoyed. I do hope you all are having a great day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, wherever the heck you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, liking, commenting, and supporting. And I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.